In January, I listened to 935 minutes of music. In Feb, it was 1951. And in March, it was 3070. I tripled my music consumption in 3 months without even noticing. 3017 minutes is like 50 hours. That's almost 2 hours every single day just pumping audio into my head. And that's just music. That's not counting YouTube running in the background. That's not counting podcasts. And that's not counting all the random noise I use just to make sure I am not alone with my thoughts. Those are some crazy stats, right? So I've been thinking about all of this. And I've started to call all of this audio leak. Because leaks happen everywhere, right? For example, you don't notice money leaving your account on subscriptions until you actually check your statement. Or you don't notice how many hours you lose to scrolling until you check your screen time. And apparently, you don't notice the silence leaving your life until you realize you haven't had any in a month. So audio leak, the way I see it, is that reflex that you have that immediately reaches for your phone or any sort of audio inputs the second anything gets quiet. Now, I know what you're thinking.
It's just music though. It's not like you're doom scrolling. You like music and listening to music is fun. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, that's what I told myself too. But then I decided to think about this like how I would think about this if I was at work. So I work as a data analyst. Leak is just something that drains resources so slowly that you don't even feel it happening. You only see it when you actually measure it. So that's what I did. 50 hours a month. Yeah, I had to be honest with myself. I don't think this is just purely me enjoying music. I feel like now it has turned into something where I'm not able to function without the constant drip of audio running at all times. So this has now started to become a dependency. And a dependency is a drain. And that's why audio leak. And this became super apparent a few days ago. So a few days ago, I was about to go for a walk because the sun was shining and also I hadn't left the house in 3 days, but that's a video for another time. And I couldn't find my headphones. And the first thought I had was, oh my god, how am I supposed to go on a walk for 30 minutes without any music now? And just that thought itself, or me panicking, trying to search for my headphones, was a clear sign that I was actually terrified of my own silence. So I decided to challenge myself. Okay, so it's almost 12:30 right now, and only now I'm stepping out for my morning walk. And I'm gonna try something new on this walk. I've decided not to listen to any music during the walk. I'm still gonna take my headphones too because just in case, I don't know, at least it gives me like this feeling of security. So I'm gonna take my headphones, but I'm gonna try my 100% level best to not use it. I'm just gonna go on a 30 to 20 minute walk. I'm gonna come back and then, yeah, we'll see how it goes. Yeah. So I took my headphones with me, but the promise was I don't listen to any music, and I went on the walk. I just got back from the walk and oh my god, it was actually such a nice experience. I honestly did not think silence could be this fun. It was actually longer than I expected. It was almost 1 hour, I think now. Weather, listening to people, the ducks, noticing small things that I wouldn't have noticed otherwise. Honestly, midday walks are better than morning walks. Yeah, I mean, I definitely want to do this again. I said that I did not expect silence to actually be a fun experience. The first one is a kind of a wild sentence if you actually think about it. I was genuinely surprised that spending 1 hour with my own brain isn't actually as terrible as I thought it would be. That's how low my expectations are for my own company, I guess. And then, the trees. So the reason why I recorded that video is because I thought to myself that the trees appeared way taller than what I was used to seeing them. I don't think the trees grew in like few weeks. This is something that I see all the time. It's not even like a new place that I was exploring. They've probably been tall like this the whole time. But when I'm always in my audio world, or when I'm just talking to people and not paying attention to my surroundings like this, I guess I never look up. Take the audio away and suddenly you notice where you actually are. And where you are has tall trees that you never noticed. A part of me was running 3,000 minutes of audio a month, probably because I assumed silence would just be really uncomfortable and full of scary thoughts. Probably like the self-doubt, the what am I doing with my life? But you know what? In that walk, silence had ducks in it, silence had birds in it, and silence had tall trees. For now, I want to know, was that just one good walk or is there actually something there? So I decided to come up with an own experiment for myself. For 7 days, I'm cutting the leak completely. No music, not on walks, not at home, not while I work, not when I go out, nowhere. I want to see what actually happens when I stop filling every moment with music and just let that moment be whatever it is. So I want to track 4 things. First one is every time I go on Apple Music, I'm going to take note of that. Second, an interesting thing I also noticed during the walk was that my brain started to just play the music on its own, just generating ghost tracks in my mind. So I want to know how often that happens and whether that actually gets quieter or louder at the end of 7 days. Then next, I'm also going to track just 1 sentence a day. One thing I would have noticed that day I probably wouldn't have noticed if I had my headphones on or something was blasting in the background. And last, I'm also going to track how much did I want to play music or other audio. I want to see if the intensity reduces or if it stays the same. Now, to be very honest, I am actually pretty nervous about this. The walk was just 1 hour and that went well. 7 full days of no music? Yeah, that sounds hectic already in my head. I might cave on day 2 when I'm cooking and the kitchen is too quiet. I might just accidentally go on there out of muscle memory and just start playing music. I don't know. If I fail at this, I will come back and tell you it isn't a highlight reel, it's just going to be a report of what happens when I block out music for 7 days. I genuinely don't know what to expect, but I want to find out. Is 3,017 minutes a choice that I'm making? Or is it a dependency that I've been ignoring? I guess we'll see. So, if you want to follow along, make sure to hit the subscribe button and I'll see you in a week.